Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, today is our weekend review video, and of course, we're going to be going slightly different because we have done some amazing things on this channel, and every single day when I get up here, I like to thank you guys for subscribing to the channel, for watching the content, for liking and sharing, and especially when you guys give comments, all right? Because it helps me more than you guys think. Um, Another thing is, as you guys can see, we have reached 2,000 subscribers on this channel. Now, within 6 months, less than 6 months, right? What I went from having 20 something subscribers to now we have over 2,000 subscribers on the channel. And this only goes to show that, you know, what I'm doing, you guys appreciate. And you know what? This is my way of giving back. And you know what? I can't thank you guys enough. Another thing is we have started membership on the channel. I've been sitting on this for a few days now, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and launch the membership. When you guys have time, take a look at it. If you want to support the channel, join the membership. There's 3 different tiers. Let me see if I can click on it, what it's going to do. Let me see what it says. So this is the membership. We got 0 members right now in the membership. This is me, right? So, I'm looking at it. So if you guys, this is my thing. So I'm looking at it. So it'll look different for everybody, right? So we got the Dividend Kings. The Dividend Kings is the top membership. We got the Dividend Aristocrats and then the Dividend Investors. Okay, so those are the 3 tier. But of course, I'm clicking on it, so it's gonna look different for me than it's gonna look for you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of there before I mess something up. Okay, but at least you guys know that it's there. And of course, the price is different for the Dividend Investors, which is the lower tier, and then the Dividend Aristocrats and Dividend Kings. The price is different, but pretty much they almost get about the same thing as I be telling you guys. It's just based on your level of support, but it's almost pretty much the same across the board. Maybe slightly different here and there, but you guys let me know what you think. Y'all leave a comment about that, whether you like it or don't like it. Let me know. Okay, so we got 2,000 subscribers. Like I said, we made it. I appreciate you guys. We got the membership thing. I've been telling you guys about this since last year and this year. Okay, so let's get into the portfolio. All right. So like I said, we're gonna be doing this slightly different today because a lot of dividend having come in. Most of the dividend that would come in for me to show you guys coming on Monday. On some of the brokerage, it already showed up, but I don't, like I said, I feel a little bit different today. I want to do things a little different today. So, as you guys can see, right, this portfolio, next week probably will be the last week you guys will get to see this portfolio, because I'm going to be transferring this portfolio. And I think the thing about it is, when I go to transfer this portfolio, I do have to pay a fee. And since it is, I believe, less than $1,000 or $5,000, I think there's like a $70-something fee that I have to pay to transfer this portfolio. The other option would be to sell what's in here, and then close the account. So I'm gonna figure out exactly what I'm gonna do sometime next week. Okay, or I might just let it sit there. But like I said, I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do with this portfolio. There's 2 options, right? I can get rid of it completely. I can sell everything, take the money, transfer it into the other portfolio, or I can let it sit there. Being it's a small portfolio, I don't know if you guys really enjoy this particular portfolio. For people who just starting, I think it's good. That's why I want to have a smaller portfolio. And this one, since I don't really put no money in there, I only really letting the dividend reinvest. I mean, so maybe it don't do no harm to keep it, but if it goes away, you guys know exactly what happened. Okay, if it goes away, you'll know what happened. So, I mean, over the week, a lot of things happened to this portfolio. Man, we have bunch of changes. You know, we had the issue where we were on the verge of getting margin calls because of all the crazy stuff that was going on the previous week with the portfolio, and you know, and that's the point. I was like, man, I'm sick of the. I'm almost cursed. I'm sick of them. You know, dividend. Not dividend. Sick of using margins. You know. So with that being said, I was like, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Okay. I said, I know what I'm going to do, and you know, we're going to do some things. So you guys can see, right? So these are the pending dividend that's supposed to come in. This is further down. We don't need that. We need to look. This is from next week, right? But this is what I was telling you guys. This is supposed to come in pretty much yesterday, but it's supposed to show up next week. Okay, so you can see right here we got $506.21, and then we got another $90 there pending. Palantir, PLTR, the play T, I have $160, $62.12, right? Then I have 34 cents that's already been, that was confirmed, and then dividend paid, and it should be reinvested. And that's pretty much it. Because let's go back to the, let me see, 15-hour. Okay, let's go back to, that's last year, right? The 30th. This is all last year stuff, right? So we're going to be looking at that. That's from December of last year. You know, we're looking at NVIDIA this week. And like I told you guys, this week, it is my, like my smallest week. And you guys can see that from right here, right? 500, what that, 600, 700, almost $800, right? On, this portfolio, and I mean, the certain things still coming in. That's why I'm like, I'm gonna do a little differently today. The certain things still coming into the portfolio. So once those get into the portfolio, we're gonna do a full tally. Maybe when we do next week video somewhere, when we do next week video, we can come back and we're gonna look at the amount anyway, right? That way we'll have a full picture of everything that came into the portfolio. And that's pretty much covers, you know, Robin Hood, Budge in the Hood. Now, I need to go back and double check, but I know I turned off dividend and reinvesting for certain things, right? Because once the money come in, the funds come in, I want to put the funds into something else instead of it being automatically reinvested back into the funds that generate the cash. Okay, of course I'm working on getting NVIDIA up to 1,000 shares on here, but it's a work in progress, right? It's a work in progress, and you guys know sometimes it's hard to do that because the prices goes up and down, and I only got 100 shares. I only got 100 shares, and that's crazy. 100 shares there. And let me make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Because that's a lot of distribution. Okay, we got today is all right. So I think that's from DIPS. That can be from there. So I think that $500 coming from here. because my Nvidia position is kind of low. So the other $100 and something, I think it came from here. Because I'm just thinking, I'm like, I didn't have that much Nvidia in here, right? So of course it's not gonna pay that much. And then I got Palantir, which pay a lot. It was like $3 and some change. Right? They pay like $3 and change. So that's why you see the difference in those three. And I do need to investigate MARO. I need to look into that. I said I was going to look into that, and I didn't do that yesterday. So I need to look into that and see, what they're doing, because they pay a pretty good dividend, right? So maybe it's something that I can say, hey, I might need to add that to the list, right? Because what we in the business of making money, and if something going out not making money, we need to switch out and go to something that's going to make us some money. We don't have time to be messing around. We in the business of making money. You see, so I got some reinvestment stuff here set to go out. I guess that's for Monday. You see that plus sign like that? That means that's some reinvestment or something gonna be sold. I mean, bought, sold. Yeah, no, I don't like selling nothing. I'm not in the business of selling. Come on now, this thing is, my interweb is kind of slow today. I don't know what's happening. I might need to go downstairs and reboot my router. Look at how long it takes for the thing to load up. Just for me to show you guys a simple little information. Let me see, what is it? Well, I can't see it. What is it? There's got to be something. Okay, there we go. You see pending to buy, right? And if I don't want to put that to buy, come on. I can cancel this order, and that dollar and something cents that I got in dividend would not go through. It would stay in the portfolio. Okay, so even though it's set to, to do drip, that but I can cancel it and get my money back. Well, not get it back, but invest it in something else. Okay. Now I spent a long time talking about that. Let's go to the next portfolio. So guys, this is what I've been telling you. I'm making changes to the portfolio, and now you guys see my account is at negative $88,000, right? 99%, 99.92%, what? 98.92%, right? In the negative. You guys like, Edwin, what happened? Well, I transferred this portfolio to my Fidelity account because I was going to send it to Robinhood, but I was like, no, I'm not going to send it to Robinhood. I need to send it to Fidelity, because Fidelity, I have a lot more positions in Fidelity than I have in Robinhood. It's my most diversified portfolio. So I think, for me, I think it was the best bet to transfer this portfolio into Fidelity. I know you guys don't get to see my Fidelity portfolio. At some point, I'm going to show you guys the portfolio again. But I had to move that into that portfolio. And I thought it was going to affect the actual dividend, right? But when I updated the dividend in the app, I mean, it's kind of sync up. So that's good, because it's the same thing. Now, at some point, this is going to go to zero, right? At some point, all of this is going to be clear out. It's going to go to zero. Then I can start reinvesting in here. But this point, I'm not going to use margins, okay? For now. Maybe at some point I might use margins again, but I want to have at least one portfolio that don't have margins, okay? And of course, I cannot do fractional share in here, so I would have to buy, initially I would have to buy the big boys. Um, you know, the companies that are paying the most dividend. I would have to buy those companies, and then as those companies generate income, then I will buy the other company. Okay, so literally the strategy I've been telling you guys about that I'm using, you guys gonna see that from the beginning, and and how it's gonna go forward. Okay, um, and then also I'm gonna add a few dividend kings and dividend aristocrats to the portfolio. So we're gonna have anywhere from, I would say, um, 30 to 50 positions in this portfolio going forward, right? A lot of some of the stuff you see here now will remain, and some of the stuff, when I say remain, will be coming back. But a lot of the other stuff will be totally different new positions, right? Um, and guys, starting off, I would not use Charles Schwab. I would use either Robinhood or Fidelity, because they allow you to buy a fractional share. That meaning if you have $10 in there, you can buy 10 different positions, right? If you got $10 in here, you cannot buy nothing. Except if that position you're buying is less than $10. That's the only way you can buy. So this platform, I have not been able to do fractional share in here. So if you can, if this can be done in here, you guys let me know, okay? But I have not been able to do it. Okay, so if I'm wrong, I will come back and tell you guys, yeah, I was wrong. I learned something new, but I have not been able to use fractional share in here, and I've been using this platform now for almost 4 years. Okay, because when I started, well, no, I take that back, 2.5 years. I started with Fidelity. I've been using M1, then M1 to Fidelity, and then I added this portfolio for my car portfolio. Now that I think it's making enough money, I can put, mortgage and car and stuff together. I still have my monthly car payment coming out of here for my Tesla. I need to call Fidelity on Monday and talk to them and find out if they have something similar to a checking account where I can pay bills out of. If they say yes, then I will transfer my car payment there. And then eventually my mortgage, everything will be coming out of that account, right? And that's how they're going to be for now. And of course, Robinhood is my other account that I use for my baby girl to pay her tuition for school. We were able to talk to the school, and she's gonna be able to get student loan. But the other thing was, even though if she still don't get the student loan, they're gonna give me at least some time to get the account up a little bit more, to where, every month at least we generating, one semester worth of income. The goal is to be generating a whole year worth of income in a semester in that Robinhood account. Okay, because I want to be able to use that account for other things, outside of, paying her tuition. I like to be involved with my kids and let them to understand what daddy's doing. But for now, she know what I'm doing, but she have no idea how much money in that account. She don't watch the videos. She said that her daddy is not famous. She's funny. She said, I'm not famous. She doesn't watch the videos. So, and I'm fine with that, because what I'm doing it for her. And eventually she will get to appreciate what her daddy is doing for her and her little sister. And, and her other siblings will appreciate what I'm doing for them also. Because, like I told you guys, my goal is to build generational wealth. Not to just collect income, right? Because I was going to live out of the country, but now that I don't need to, because I'm making enough money coming in, I can still live out of the country, but I'm not going to do it full time. And the time that I'm in the U.S., whether it's 6 months a year or 4 months a year, I'm gonna put that time into my other company that I started probably 9, 10 years ago, which is my real estate business. I'm gonna put more effort into that and use this to catapult that business. Right now, I'm not gonna be buying and selling houses. No, I'm not doing none of that. I'm gonna be building properties and renting them out, new properties. That's what we're gonna do, right? Let's do a sync up real quick over here. That's what we're gonna be doing, building new things. And today's the 4th. Gonna be building new properties and renting them out. Now, guys, you can see this is my Fidelity account, right? I I don't even know how to put it into words, right? Now, some of this is margins. It's not all just my money, right? Some of this is margins. But you guys, do you guys see what I see, though? Y'all see what I see? Now, the income on here is slightly different from the income on the other tracker, but it's close enough, right? See, it's 298. And the income did go down a little bit, but it doesn't really matter. And then Fidelity here, the income there is about 313, right? So, I mean, it's still close enough. 504 there, 504 here, 504, 98.6. Come on. 504, 98.2. So you see the difference is very close. That's why I like to use 2Tracker. So I can be able to go back and say, okay, the number is close enough, right? So, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. I can be happy that the number is close. Okay. Oh, and you know what? Let's check and see what came in as far as dividends on here. Since this is our weekly review, that is with a twist today. Okay, and my energy a little down, guys. I'm sorry. My team didn't win today, so I'm a little frustrated. I know one of the guests were laughing at me the last time. One of the guys were laughing at me the last time. Saying, "Well, your team did not win. But did you lose in the thing?" That was funny. It wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny. Okay, so excuse me. So you see, guys, this is all the stuff everything that I have been transferred over. Okay, so I mean, I know you guys don't care about this stuff, but all this stuff been transferred over, right? And which is cool. But we don't care. I don't care about that right now. That's already been done. I can't do nothing about that. All right. We need to look at dividend and let me see adjustments and interest, because sometimes stuff come out weird. Okay. So I got JP that was reinvested. So that way you see some of the cash still sitting back. JPJQ reinvestments. Move my big head out the way. And this is all from the 3rd, the 1st. USA, I got $4, 40 something dollars, $35. And this is from the 1st of the year. I told you guys a lot of other stuff came in that I didn't calculate at the end because, as you can see, you got CLM pay $127. OPP paid $37. CRF paid $115. SGLB, they pay $88. All right, and I got another $100 from QQQY. So guys, this is why I be telling you guys, the more stuff you have in the portfolio, right? It's not like, okay, well, you get $3 grand from Misty. Yeah, that's great. You get $800 from AIYY. That's good, but you have to put a lot more money in there to get the dividend. But you can put your money into something else that you don't really have to be worried about. That's why, I try to have a balanced portfolio. Okay, guys. So of course now, this portfolio, this one portfolio, which I was trying to get to a certain amount, it's gonna be so easy to 10x this portfolio right now because I have 150 something positions in here, and I can go in there and go through it and fine tune it and cut it down to 100 positions, right? And by me cut it down to 100 positions, that's anywhere from, if I, like say 50 positions, if I sell 50 dividend positions and just cut it down to 100, that's going to be anywhere from 10 to 20, $25,000 with those 50 positions that I'm going to sell. Now, that's margin. So when I sell that, it gives me a bump in the portfolio where I can buy additional 50 grand worth of stuff, even though it's 25, now it's 50 because it's margins. And like I said, this year, I'm going to try to keep something in the arsenal. So when we get one of those red days, I'm going shopping. So when the things start to go back up, then you're good. Like right now, I mean, who knows what'll happen on Monday, right? Stock market might do another 10% again. But when they start to do that, of course, I'm not going to be buying when the market's going up. You guys know I do not buy when the market's going up. So for you guys, it might be slow motion getting this portfolio to 60 grand a month. But we're going to get there. Okay, guys? We are going to get there sooner than you guys think. Okay? So when it transfer, they only transfer like 4 shares. They don't transfer a share and a quarter. They sell the difference. So luckily for me, when I initiated this, the market was kind of down, but then yesterday the market was good. So when they sold those positions, we made some money. So now we got about $13,000 increase in the actual portfolio from yesterday, right? And not all of this is, some of this came from the extra cash or the growth and all that stuff. So this portfolio with the transfer, right? Because the other portfolio generated 6 grand. So that 6 grand gonna show up in here, right? So now that money is double. It went up to 13,000. And that's amazing. Almost $14,000, 2% in one day. That's a lot of money. Okay, guys. Now you see, like I still got portfolio like this stuff in the red, couple $100 in the red profit. I mean, I'm losing money, $100, $200 here, but I mean, it's not a problem. I still get in dividend, but like I said, we're gonna go back to these portfolios and fine tune the portfolio. Okay, guys. So let's get over here to the dividend, that DVD. All right. So with combining the two portfolio together, we are right around 24K a month just from one portfolio. Now, that I think is good because now let's say, okay, I need to get to 60 grand on this portfolio alone. I know I can easily get this portfolio to $40,000 easily because of me selling positions and reinvesting positions. Easily we can get this to 40, maybe even $50,000 a month in this portfolio. We can almost double the income because of what we have that we can sell and that will give us more cash to buy. Compared to the Robinhood portfolio, where it is still way a little smaller, and I have to add more money, right, to get it to go quicker, or I have to let the dividend, reinvest the dividend to grow the portfolio. So we're gonna figure that out. But like I told you guys, right, once next week, I'm gonna start collecting all the information for my taxes, pulling documents and stuff. I might not be able to do it this month. I might have to wait till maybe March to do my taxes, because sometimes it takes a lot of time to collect all the information before I can do my taxes. So once I do my taxes, whatever tax return I get back is just going back into the portfolio. I was thinking maybe I'll pay off a couple of bills, but then I thought about it. I'm like, I can pay off those bills later on, right? Because I can take $30,000, $25,000, pay up 3 or 4 credit cards. Of maybe if I pay the smaller ones that have two grand, I can pay off maybe 7 or 8 credit cards, and that's going to free up a lot of cash. But I mean, I'm managing now, so I can just take that money and throw it back into the portfolio, into the new Charles Schwab once everything is clearing up, and watch that sucker grow. And watch the sucker grow without margins. Because if I can put 40, 50 grand in there, I know I can get almost 5 grand a month just from that $40,000, $50,000, right? And that would be 5 grand with no margins. And I can reinvest that 5 grand into that Robin Hood strategy I've been telling you guys about. Take it from the rich, give it to the poor. And I can take that 50 grand, and within a year, right? Because it's a new year. Within a year or in the next 8 months, and you guys can see, like Edwin, the stuff you're saying really works, right? To have a balanced portfolio. Now, everybody don't have to do margins, but margins help in a way because you can buy more stuff to generate more income. It just getting rid of paying up the margins can be kind of stickler sometimes. Okay, guys. But I mean, and the yield on cost is 59%. The yield is 59.68, and the yield is 59.17. Because of course I have a lot more positions in there, and it kind of balances itself out. Okay. Let me see. Let me go to portfolio. My go. And I haven't even done a recap, so we can do a recap on this app for the previous year or previous month or whatever. All right, what do you say? I already achieved my goal. I already achieved the goal. Okay, so you guys remember, right? I had set the goal to be 20K a month, right? But with the transfer, now the goal has changed. So, let me change this new goal to we said 500K annually, right? That would get us to 40,000. That's kind of a lot, right? For that portfolio. But that give us something to push for, right? And achieve. No, that's too long. Who said 2 years? And then schedule. All right, so we changed the goal because when I transferred the funds from the other account, my goal was to get to 20K a month, and right now it's at 24,000 a month. So that goal has been achieved. I mean, maybe I need to make it 600. Let me see, 600. Yeah, I'll make it 600. And then, and that will give us the 50K. and then I need to go into Fidelity, not Fidelity. I need to go into Robinhood, and then change the Robinhood goal also. So guys, this is some of the things I tell you guys. If you need to use this tracker, it's in the description. Click on the link. They have a free option. I mean, the free option, it depends on how many positions you have, right? So that depends on that. I'm gonna raise this to 300K. Okay. And I'm gonna drop it down. I'm gonna drop it down to 2 years. I mean, it's outrageous numbers, but you know, it kind of helped make it longer. Not longer, but it's long enough. 2 years is long enough. There's a possibility we can achieve that in 2 years. I think so. I mean, we're at 9 grand right now, so there's a possibility we can achieve this in 2 years. You know, so all right. So let's go back to Fidelity, and yeah. So if we can get 50 here, 20 there, I mean, we on our way. But at some point, guys, we're gonna crush this stuff. So, but you know, this is how you set your goals in here, and you know, it kind of give you today's number, right? What today's number is, passive portfolio, and then the passive income scenario, safe scenario, which is the number for today, right? And then the number for next year, 2026. And then this is a safer number for next year, and the year after, and the year after, and they give you a safer number, right? That means your portfolio is not as risky. So it kind of helps you kind of fine tune your strategy a little bit. Okay, guys. All right. So let's get out of here. Okay. Let's get to the total overall combined portfolio. Now, income for the year, the next 12 months, right, is 405. The monthly income is pretty much still the same from what it was yesterday, guys. So, I mean, I hope, like I said, you guys, y'all know, man, usually I'm all upbeat and stuff, but my energy a little down today. Maybe because I've been taking too much medicine. I don't know, but I'm in the slumps today. So, you know, you guys bear with me, okay? But I mean, right now we at 3602, and you know the average is 36.3. The low end is 36.1, and then the high is 36.6. So we're going to be building on that back end number gradually. Now, next week, depending on what goes on in the market, will determine if we see any change in the portfolio. Now, guys, you know, the actual monthly income might not change by much because, you know, we have to buy gradually. And, you know, I don't have an extra 4 or 5 grand sitting around where I can just say, okay, well, we're going to take that money and reinvest it. No, I don't have that. All right. So, of course, I have to, you know, invest the money gradually. Now, the annual income did change, right? And the overall ending 10-year period amount did change because, of course, we went from the other portfolios had 100 and something% yield now to where in the new portfolio, if you look at the chart swap right now, the yield, the dividend yield is still kind of crappy because of what's in there. But if you look at Fidelity, the yield was a lot higher. To where it is now, it's like 66%, right? I mean, it went up a little bit because we move a lot of more high yield stuff into the portfolio and increase the value of the portfolio by a couple $100,000. That's crazy, right? Portfolio went from 300,000 now to 500,000. because we transferred $200,000 to the portfolio. Okay, so that's still great, right? In 10 years, that portfolio by itself will still generate $3 million. Um, and then with the Robinhood portfolio in 10 years, because based on the yield, which is crazy, 169%, going to generate $1 million, right? And right now we chasing income, right? Because whatever I need to do that I talk about briefly here and there, I need money to do it. So the sooner we can get to that amount, the easier it is for us, because now I can go get money. I can go get loans based on my portfolio. Look, guys, I need $2 million to do whatever I need to do, right? I got $1 million portfolio. Okay, well, okay, we're not gonna give you 2 million, but we can give you $1 million, or we can give you 500,000, and then use your portfolio as a collateral. Okay, right? The rich people do that all the time. So when you start making this kind of money, and especially what I want to do with my business, right? Instead of waiting to generate, get the portfolio generate 400,000 a year, instead of waiting a whole year, right? Because if I can use that money to build a house, to build maybe a fourplex or some stuff like that. But I mean, I have to wait a whole year when the money come in to buy supplies. So the first property I will build, I can build it off of the income, but then I won't be able to reinvest, right? So for that year, the portfolio is going to be stagnant. But if I go and get a loan, right, for off my portfolio and build a property, I can refinance that, and the value is going to be up maybe another 200,000-300,000 after you buy and refinance it. I can pay the bank their money back, and now I have a property that is valued almost $1 million that I only paid for $400,000 for. Excuse me. So this is the kind of stuff that like I said, I'm a real estate investor before I got into the stock market, but I'm gonna use the stock market to 10x my other business, right? Because when I retire, I got to find something to do. I can travel all over the world. You get bored after a while. I'm still young. I'm 51, about to be 52. So I have to reinvent myself to get to that next level. So guys, a little bit of insight every now and then when I'm talking to you guys. I give you guys a little bit of insight on which direction we're going. Okay, you can't leave everything in one place. You got to be able to balance stuff out. And the goal is to be successful investors. Now in the market, okay, right, we blessed. We're taking risk, and if that stuff going to generate some income, at some point you need to pull some of that. Use your success to get to that next level. Okay, and I'm not doing at this point. I'm not doing this for me. Now I'm doing it for my kids, my family, to have stuff for them, so they can never need anything else, because they have that that in place, set in place for them, and they just got to build on it. That's what they got to do, because once this business is started, now it's a continuing thing, right? So the kids gonna come behind me and keep that going, because it's an easy business, right? It's just gonna continue to grow, right? You do the first one, take the money from that one, and do the next one, and the next one, and the next one, right? So before you know it, you don't only have $1 million stock portfolio, but you got $1 million real estate portfolio, right? And then you got to open another company. You got a real estate company. Now you need a management company, but you own both of those companies, right? You guys are getting what I'm talking about? Okay. Anyway. So guys, this is not financial advice, okay? This is not financial advice. I'm just an old guy on YouTube talking about my portfolio. And even though I'm a little down today, but you guys know how, man, when it comes to money and investing, I love this stuff, okay? And I've lost my shirt before. I lost my shirt in real estate before. I lost everything that I had in real estate. But that doesn't keep me from starting over. right? I didn't do it as much as I did in the beginning. I went at a slower pace, but I didn't give up. And the same thing for investing, right? I know a lot of people lost their shirt those 4 or 5 days last year, and the one day we had this year that the market was down. I know a lot of people lost a lot of money because they got scared and they sold and they lost a lot of money. You can't help everybody because it's not everybody gonna stumble on this platform and watch my videos. You never sell, especially when when you believe in what you have. You never sell when the market's going down because it's gonna go back up. We know Bitcoin is here to stay. It's not going nowhere. Ethereum is here to stay. A lot of other cryptos, they come and go. But those things, Solano, those guys, I believe they're not going nowhere. They're here. Maybe even Shiba Inu, right? I might become a Shiba Inu millionaire one day. But those are not going nowhere. I don't think they are because they're worth billions of dollars. Okay? And a lot of people, rich people, that got more money than I would ever dream of, invest in those things. So why not me, the little guy, put a little coin in there? Hopefully that one coin to the 5 coins. Guys, so don't give up, man. Don't listen to people, that negative stuff. You guys know we don't do negativity here. This channel is all about motivating people to get rich. Okay? Look, Donald Trump is in office. You might not like the guy, but we're going to get rich. Now, if you guys with me, we're all going to get rich together. We all going to get rich together. So, it's up to you guys. I've come this far in 6 months. But keep in mind, before that 6 months, I've been investing for almost, right, 4.5 years. Okay? So I didn't just start and got lucky. I've been investing. I just fine-tuned my strategy to get the most out of what I have. Right? And then with the help of margins, able to double the portfolio. And that double the income. Now, at some point, we got to start enjoying this money. Right? 400 stacks a year. That's crazy. Okay? For an old guy like me, I mean, that's a lot of money. Going back, I was thinking of that. I was like, man, I can remember 1 year what I generated $400,000 a year. I've come close many times, right? Working 3 jobs, stuff like that, and hustling and doing all the other extra stuff with my businesses and stuff like that. But I never came close to making this much. I passed over 3K, 300,000, yes, but never 400. So this is the first for me. And whatever number come after that will be a new first. So I'm setting new records for myself as I continue to grow. Now, as I continue to add to this side of my investment, right? It's just going to continue to grow. Because you guys know this year is the year that I'm supposed to be a real estate millionaire and a stock market millionaire. So this year is the year that's supposed to happen. Okay, it might happen next month, it might happen in December, but this year is the year it's supposed to happen. I keep saying it's supposed to happen because anything can happen, and and then we go back another 2 or 3 years. Okay, but we have faith. We believe in our strategy, and with that, we're gonna get to the next level. Because I mean, it's gonna happen. Just a matter of time. Okay, guys. I've been talking so long, I forget the time sometimes. I got to look at it. When I look this way, I'm looking at the time, right? And if I'm not doing research and I look at the time, we've almost been talking for about an hour. Okay? So, I'm not going to make this any longer, guys. Invest in your future. And next week, hopefully past the holidays, everything will be back to under control. I will have my voice back hopefully, and chess we're gonna start winning again. But that's just a joke, guys. But I will have my voice back, and hopefully that same energy that I can give back to you guys, that I've been giving you all along. And maybe we'll have some change in the portfolio. I know this number is going to continue to grow once we continue to buy. But the monthly income number. When you guys look at that $36,000, look at the back end of that $36,000, right? It might say 36,100 or 36,002. That's the number you guys will be looking at for the next few months to see how well we do. Okay, guys. So did that change? Okay, it's still loading. So with that being said, we can get back to over here. I appreciate you guys. Oh, guys, I was waiting for somebody to comment on the thumbnail. This is our January thumbnail. I told you guys I was going to change it up a little bit. This is our January thumbnail. And come February, I'm going to change the thumbnail for February. My birthday is in February. But I don't think that's going to stop me from making videos. I'm still going to make the videos. No matter birthday, no birthday. I'm still going to make videos. Okay? I might have to make videos some days before the market close. But it just depends what's going on. And my birthday falls during the week. My birthday is on the... Come on, this computer. My birthday is on the 11th of February. That is on a Tuesday. And my daughter's birthday is on the 4th of February, which is also a Tuesday, the baby. Yeah, so that's where we are. Okay, guys. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And we're going to do this again tomorrow. Stay blessed. Bye.